Welcome to Japan, and these are my top 10 culture shocks in Japan. My name is Niti. I first came to Japan in 2011. As I am from India, I am cushioned with some Asian culture, but still I find Japan very different from its neighboring countries like China. I have narrowed it down to 10, but trust me, list is pretty long. Having lived in Europe for a while, I do feel this country is pretty unique and different. I have come across many cultural differences, some positive and some negative, but this country never ceases to surprise me. I find it strange, exciting, and amazing at the same time. I love this country for so many reasons. So we'll start today with... Wait, what are you doing here? People loved me last time. Okay, I can do with some company. So today we'll start with advertisements. Streets in major cities in Japan are covered with eye-catching and very colorful advertisements. Now that's all good in the hood. I love that. Like Times Square, right? I don't think so. The fun begins when you see these advertisements in bold hiragana and katakana. These are the two forms of Japanese writing, if you didn't know already. Now that's okay. We love to learn new languages, and why not? Then they begin to pile one on top of the other. And then they go higher and higher and higher. If all of that was not enough, some also have neon lights that are blinking and flashing all night long. As if your eyes were not going bonkers already with the busy streets in Japan, these lights add as a final touch. So there is no rest for your eyes in the busy streets of Japan. So get yourself one of these. You're such a weirdo. Jealous. Toilets. The first time you sit on a Japanese toilet, you feel you're sitting in a cockpit. It is so intimidating. There are more buttons on this freaking toilet than on my TV remote. Guys, no exaggeration. At least I know what buttons are there on my TV remote. And God forbid, if you press a wrong button on those toilets, you're in for a surprise for sure. So don't even try that, because Japanese toilet can spray way past your expectations. Telling you from a very personal and embarrassing experience. Apparently, Japan feels that full flush and half flush buttons were not enough. So you need more sounds and other different buttons in there when you're doing your business. I didn't say anything. I mean, there is no exaggeration. No, I'm not talking about COVID-19 situation here or any kind of apocalypse. Japanese people like to wear masks even if they have common cold or some kind of flu infection. So it's very intelligent of them to wear these masks. If you visit Japan during the springtime, that's also the peak season for visitors, you will find many Japanese wearing masks because that's the pollen season. There is a lot of pollen in the air and causes a lot of infection. And I think that's a pretty valid reason to wear masks. Come on, wear your mask. Restaurants in Japan have a whole set of very confusing customs for the new visitors of the country. Due to the very polite gestures of Japanese people, you might not ever know that you have broken an unspoken rule. It's same as saying, get lost, but saying in a very polite way, get lost. Like I keep telling her, but she doesn't understand. And you may not understand either. Polite gestures. So one of them is tipping. Don't tip in restaurants in Japan. If you do tip in Japan, you will find waiters and waitresses running after you with the change that you left on the table. So don't do that. Don't put yourself in that embarrassing situation. Don't offend them. They are lovely people. Public transport. Public transport is always on time in Japan. Public transport is always on time. Oh my god, wow! I mean, how? I'm from India. I don't expect anything to be on time. Seriously, how come Japanese transport is always on time? Punctuality is a well-known trait of Japanese people. It is of paramount importance to them. But you cannot expect the same from others. This is same as expecting your kids to do what they are told to do. That's too much expectations. If for some reason transport is late, yes, strange things do happen in this world. There will be proper announcements in Japanese and English both so that everybody understands what's going on and what is this delay for. So that gets a thumbs up. Yes, good going Japan! Now what does that even mean? Can I not just push and pull people to get on the bus or train? That's so boring. And in Japan, queuing is an art form because it cannot be just a cultural thing. Japanese love to queue up in front of trains and buses. They are in love with queuing up. There is no rush in the rush hour. Everybody is standing in the queue so patiently that it just blows my mind. As if at the end of it all, they are going to get free McDonald's. Now in most of the places in the world, on escalators, people stand on the right side and walk on the left. But Japan had to do something different here as well. In Japan, in Tokyo, people stand on the left side and walk on the right. Yes. And if that was not enough confusing for visitors, they also wanted to confuse their own people, because in Osaka, that's again a major city in Japan, on escalators, you stand on the right side and walk on the left. Oh my god, that's so confusing. Right, left, next time I'm on an escalator, I'm done. Guys, can you comment down below and let me know what is followed in your country? Cash-based economy. Now one would expect Japan to be very tech savvy. When I first came to Japan, I was taken aback by surprise. Everywhere you need cash. You cannot just use cards, especially international cards. So if you're a traveler and visiting Japan, make sure you have enough money. In Japan, every household is required to have an emergency kit with water, food, and of course cash. Because in power outages, you cannot have electronic money, and having cash in hand makes you more secure and safe. Moreover, the system in Japan is explicitly designed to make the use of cash painless. Airlines, phone companies, events, government companies, they all send their bills with a barcode that can be taken to any convenience store like Lawson or 7-Eleven and then can be paid in cash too. There are so many strange and unique foods to try in Japan that there is no limit at all. You think about it and you will get it. From shirako, that's a fish sperm sac, to squid ink flavored ice cream. From eating a raw egg on boiled rice to fermented beans. From eating strangest kinds of ice cream flavors to Cheetos with Mountain Dew flavor. And when you thought that it cannot get any stranger than this, Japan gets you. They also have plastic food displayed so that people know what they're ordering and how the final dish would look like. How strange it may sound or look to the eyes, but I think it's a very intelligent idea for the foreigners or the people who don't know the food much. It's a great opportunity to try something that you think would taste good. You might still be surprised, but yeah, that's Japan for you. Japanese people are so wonderful, helpful and amazing. They would help you even if they don't know English. I'm telling you this from my own experience that I have dropped things on the curb by mistake. I have left things in a restaurant, or I have left some important documents in some random store. But I always get it back. If they find something on the curb, they will make sure that they hang it on a railing or a tree or something nearby so that it does not get destroyed by ongoing traffic or by people walking over it. That's it guys. I hope these fun and facts about Japanese culture were enough to convince you to visit this beautiful country. This is an amazing place. From mountains to temples, from amazing fantastic food to the animation culture. You will find something that you will love and you will not have a dull moment in Japan. All of these shocks are just really fun surprises and all in good humor. I cannot thank this country enough. So, arigatou gozaimasu. That's thank you in Japan. And I mean it. I really love this place. And trust me, you will have a great time too. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you so much for stopping by guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.